It's March 15th, 2023. Smart doorbell footage captures 24-year-old Stacy and her Bumble date Derek entering his apartment building after meeting just 3 hours earlier. From the outside, everything appears perfect, so perfect that Ring camera timestamps show them heading to Derek's 5th floor unit at 10:47 p.m. But nobody could have expected that this would be the last time Stacy would ever be seen alive. The next morning, her Apple Watch stops transmitting data, her iPhone goes dark, and her Snapchat location freezes at Derek's address. Her roommate tries calling, texting, even sending Venmo requests with worried messages, all go unanswered. It's like she vanished from the digital world entirely. Her friends and family quickly report her missing, but to no avail. Meanwhile, Derek's movements are being recorded by every camera system, every digital transaction, every GPS ping, creating a trail of evidence he doesn't even realize exists. Building security footage shows him making multiple trips to his car, carrying what appears to be luggage. Amazon delivery records show overnight purchases of cleaning supplies. His phone's location data reveals a disturbing journey into the woods. And what's even worse, the killer has another date scheduled through Hinge. And if the cops don't use this digital evidence to track him down quickly, this girl, as well as countless others, could fall victim to this very same man.
Tell me about your interactions with Stacy.
From the beginning?
Yeah, from the beginning.
At 6:15 p.m. on March 15th, 2023, Stacy, a software engineer who relocated from Seattle to Austin for work, opens Bumble and sends Derek a message. The app's timestamp shows they've been matching and chatting for 2 days. Meanwhile, Derek is already at a craft beer bar on 6th Street, his iPhone's GPS data showing he arrived 45 minutes early. His credit card records reveal 3 separate transactions for drinks before Stacy even arrives. In fact, when detectives later pull his payment history, they'll see he spent $47 on alcohol before the date even began. They agree to meet at Zilker Brewing Company, a public location with plenty of witnesses, making Stacy feel safe. But this will be a false sense of security. Derek has no plans to try anything with so many cameras around. He's going to wait until there's somewhere more private, somewhere he controls. Suspecting nothing, Stacy arrives at 6:52 p.m. Her Uber receipt confirms the drop-off time and location. Security cameras at the brewery capture them sitting together, laughing, seemingly enjoying each other's company. They spend over an hour there before Derek suggests they check out a nearby cocktail bar. At 8:23 p.m., Stacy's iPhone location shares to her roommate Emma, show her moving toward Cosmic Coffee plus Beer Garden. More drinks, more conversation. By 9:35 p.m., they've moved to a third location, a trendy rooftop bar called The Upside. Derek's Venmo shows he pays for both their tabs, trying to impress her. This is where things escalate. At 10:14 p.m., Stacy posts an Instagram story, a selfie with Derek, captioned, "When the conversation just flows, it will be her last social media post ever." At 10:19 p.m., her iMessage to Emma reads, "Oh my god, he's actually amazing. Super smart, works in tech. We're talking about everything from AI to philosophy. Might go back to his place." Emma responds, "Be safe. Share your location." Stacy replies, "Already on LOL. You're tracking me. I'll text you later." That message, sent at 10:23 p.m., will be the last communication Stacy ever sends. Ring doorbell footage at Derek's apartment complex shows them arriving at 10:47 p.m. Stacy is smiling, leaning into Derek as they wait for the elevator. The building's internal security system tracks them to the 5th floor, Unit 5C, Derek's apartment. The door closes behind them at 10:51 p.m. The next morning, Stacy's digital presence begins showing alarming signs. Her Apple Watch, which has been tracking her heart rate, steps, and sleep patterns for years, stops transmitting data at 1:34 a.m. Her iPhone, which had been sharing location with Emma, freezes at Derek's address. At 7:15 a.m., Emma sends a text. "Morning babe, how'd it go?" No response. Emma tries calling, straight to voicemail. She checks Snapchat maps. Stacy's Bitmoji is still at Derek's building, but the timestamp says, "Last seen 8 hours ago." The first digital red flag appears at 8:42 a.m., when Derek's building security footage captures him leaving alone, glancing nervously at the camera in the lobby. If you think he's just getting coffee for Stacy, think again. During the night, Derek strangled Stacy, and now he's about to embark on the most digitally traceable cover-up possible, one that will eventually seal his fate through the very technology he thought he could outsmart. By 9:05 a.m., Derek's credit card pings at a Target on Lamar Boulevard. Store cameras show him purchasing a large hardshell suitcase. But here's what Derek doesn't realize. Target's inventory system creates a digital record of not just what he bought, but also his browsing history on their app from the night before. He'd been researching luggage specifications, comparing dimensions, reading reviews. The timestamps show these searches began at 2:17 a.m., less than an hour after Stacy's Apple Watch went silent. At 9:38 a.m., another credit card transaction at Home Depot. Security footage shows Derek loading his cart with industrial-strength cleaning products: bleach, garbage bags, rubber gloves, and a carpet cleaning machine. His phone's location data confirms he spent 23 minutes in the store, but Derek makes a crucial mistake. At 10:12 a.m., while driving back to his apartment, he uses Stacy's unlocked iPhone to order cleaning supplies through Amazon Prime Now, items that will be delivered to his apartment within 2 hours. The order includes enzyme cleaners specifically designed for biological material. Amazon's algorithm will later flag this as suspicious, given the combination of products and the urgency of same-day delivery. Derek returns to his apartment at 10:34 a.m., his building's parking garage cameras capturing every movement. For the next several hours, his phone remains stationary at his address, but his internet activity tells a different story. Wi-Fi logs show someone at his IP address frantically Googling phrases like "how long until missing person investigation starts?" "Do cadaver dogs work after cleaning?" and areas without cell phone coverage near Austin. Then at 2:47 p.m., Derek does something shocking that puts immense pressure on law enforcement to solve this case quickly. He opens Hinge and confirms a date with another woman named Jessica for that evening. As Stacy's body still lies in his apartment, he's messaging another potential victim. "Can't wait to meet you tonight. I know this great place on Rainy Street." The date is set for 7:30 p.m., less than 24 hours after he killed Stacy. At 5:23 p.m., Amazon confirms delivery of Derek's cleaning supplies. The delivery driver's photos, required by Amazon, show the packages placed outside Unit 5C. Derek's smart lock system records him opening the door at 5:24 p.m. to retrieve them. At 6:45 p.m., Derek leaves his apartment again. His Spotify account shows him listening to music during the drive, a playlist he titles Reset. Cell tower pings track his phone, heading south on I-35, before his device suddenly goes dark. He's turned it off, likely aware that it's tracking his location. But what Derek doesn't know is that his car's built-in GPS system, connected to his vehicle's infotainment center, is still logging his movements. Modern cars are essentially computers on wheels, and his 2022 Honda Accord is recording every mile. At 7:31 p.m., just 1 minute late, Derek arrives at a cocktail bar on Rainy Street to meet Jessica. Building cameras capture him in the same jacket he wore on his date with Stacy, the same jacket that forensic analysis will later reveal contains Stacy's DNA. Jessica will later tell police that within 20 minutes of sitting down, Derek started asking disturbing questions. "Do you think someone could completely disappear in 2024 with all this technology tracking us? And what do you think is the perfect crime?" She excuses herself to the bathroom at 7:58 p.m. Her text to her friend reads, "This guy is giving me major creep vibes. Talking about murder and technology. I'm leaving." She slips out the back exit at 8:03 p.m., ordering an Uber from the alley behind the bar. Her instincts may have just saved her life. When she later learns the truth about the man she walked away from, she'll realize she was likely meant to be his second victim, and that the cleaning supplies and storage methods were already prepared for her too. At 8:34 p.m., rejected and angry, Derek returns to his apartment. Security cameras capture him carrying equipment inside: a rental carpet cleaner from Home Depot, industrial garbage bags, and bottles of enzymatic solution. For the next 3 hours, his building's electrical system records unusual power consumption spikes in Unit 5C, consistent with someone running heavy cleaning equipment continuously. At 11:47 p.m., the building's elevator camera captures Derek wheeling out a large suitcase on a luggage cart, plus several trash bags. The footage clearly shows him struggling with the weight. His car's internal camera system, Part of his vehicle's dash cam he installed for safety records him loading everything into his trunk at 11:53 p.m. His vehicle GPS shows him driving for nearly 2 hours, heading west on Highway 290 toward the hill country. His phone remains off, but his car's breadcrumb trail leads investigators exactly where they need to go. At 2:15 a.m., his vehicle stops at a remote location near Hamilton Pool Preserve. It remains stationary for 47 minutes before heading back to Austin. The next morning at 8 a.m., Derek's credit card pings at an ACE Hardware in Dripping Springs, 25 miles from his apartment, in the exact direction his car traveled the night before. Receipt records show he purchased a tactical shovel and work gloves. At 10:33 a.m., more credit card activity, a car wash on South Lamar. But not just any car wash, a premium detail service that includes trunk deep cleaning. The service manager will later tell police Derek specifically requested biohazard level cleaning and paid $340 in cash after the credit card transaction for the basic wash. At 11:58 a.m., Derek makes another critical error. He stops at a Goodwill donation center and dumps several bags of clothing and linens. What he doesn't realize is that Goodwill now tracks all donations with cameras and requires license plate scans for their records. Inside those bags, police will later find bedding with Stacy's DNA and Derek's clothing with trace evidence. For the next 2 days, Stacy's family goes through digital age turmoil. Her mother in Seattle checks Find My iPhone obsessively. The last location shows Derek's building. Her Apple Watch hasn't synced new health data. Her Instagram is frozen. Her Snapchat location hasn't updated. Every app, every service, every digital footprint has gone cold. On March 18th, Emma files a missing person report with Austin police. She provides Stacy's last known location, their text conversation, and Derek's Bumble profile. Emma explains that Stacy's behavior makes no sense. She's a tech-savvy person who lives on her phone, posts daily, and always stays in contact. Stacy's father flies to Austin that same day and makes a tearful press conference. Stacy is a vibrant young woman who moved here to pursue her dreams in tech. She's always online, always connected to her family. For her to go silent like this, something is very, very wrong. If anyone has seen her or knows anything, please come forward. With so much media coverage, Derek almost certainly saw the press conference. Yet, he remains silent, hoping his digital cleanup was thorough enough. But Austin police are about to demonstrate just how impossible it is to truly disappear in 2020 hour. They immediately pull Stacy's phone records, credit card transactions, and app data. They track her Uber ride. They pull security footage from every location she visited. They access her Bumble messages and identify Derek within hours. Then they build a digital timeline of Derek's movements using his credit card transactions, store security footage, his vehicle's GPS system, his phone's cell tower pings, his Amazon orders, his Google searches, and even his smart home device data. At 4:17 p.m. on March 18th, police arrive at Derek's apartment building. Lobby cameras capture the moment Derek spots them through the glass entrance doors. He immediately turns and tries to walk casually toward the parking garage, but detectives, who've been watching building camera feeds in real time, intercept him before he reaches his car. "Derek Morrison? We need to talk to you about Stacy Zagarsky." In the interrogation room, Derek plans to lie his way out, completely unaware that police have already assembled a minute-by-minute digital reconstruction of his last 72 hours. "So, you matched with Stacy on Bumble, is that correct?" Yeah, we matched on Thursday, I think, and whose idea was it to meet up? It was mutual. You know how those apps work. We were both interested, but detectives have the Bumble message history. They know Derek sent 47 messages to Stacy's 12. They know he was insistent about meeting, even after she said she was busy the first night he suggested. "Where did you go after the Upside bar?" "She wasn't feeling well, so I got her an Uber home." "That's interesting, because there's no Uber transaction on your account that night, and Stacy's phone location shows her going to your building." Derek shifts uncomfortably. "Oh right, yeah, she came by for 20 minutes then left." "On foot?" "Maybe she called her roommate. Her roommate Emma was home all night, and Stacy's phone hasn't left your building, Derek." The detective slides a tablet across the table showing building security footage, time-stamped and unmistakable. "The thing is, Derek, we have your credit card at Target buying a suitcase. We have your Amazon order for cleaning supplies placed from Stacy's phone. We have your car's GPS, showing you drove to Hamilton Pool Preserve. We have your Google searches. We have store cameras, traffic cameras, doorbell cameras, security cameras. We have everything. The technology you thought you could outsmart? It documented every single move you made. Derek's face drains of color. The interrogation continues for hours, and as detectives present the overwhelming digital evidence, including his Wi-Fi search history, his vehicle's location log, and even his smart TV's streaming history, he watched true crime shows about body disposal on Netflix at 3 a.m. Derek finally breaks. I want a lawyer, but it's too late. The digital evidence is irrefutable. Police obtain a warrant for Derek's apartment and find luminol reactive blood evidence throughout the bedroom, despite his extensive cleaning. They extract data from Stacy's phone, which Derek never disposed of, revealing browser searches she made for how to leave a date safely just hours before her death, suggesting something felt wrong. Using Derek's vehicle GPS data, police search the area near Hamilton Pool Preserve. On March 20, 2023, they discover Stacy's body in a shallow grave off a hiking trail, hidden inside the suitcase Derek purchased. Her cause of death, asphyxiation and strangulation. Derek's phone data extraction reveals something even more disturbing. He had active conversations with 7 different women across multiple dating platforms at the time of Stacy's murder. Background checks on his previous residences in 2 other states reveal prior assault allegations that were never prosecuted. On November 3, 2023, after a trial where prosecutors presented over 200 pieces of digital evidence, from GPS coordinates to Amazon receipts to security camera footage, Derek Morrison was found guilty of first-degree murder. He was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. During sentencing, the judge made a pointed statement. You attempted to use technology to cover your tracks, but that very same technology became the witness that sealed your fate. In 2024, there is no such thing as a perfect crime, only a perfect digital trail. Stacy's family launched a foundation in her name, promoting dating safety awareness and the importance of sharing location data with trusted friends. Her final Instagram story, the selfie with Derek, remains archived as a reminder that danger can hide behind a charming smile and a carefully curated online profile.